Well, I had different expectations. Well, not of the place where I am, but of the weather. Last time I was up here was 15 years ago, and it was August and it was beautiful and sunny. I don't know if you can make that fence there, just where those bushes are. That's Spain. I'm on Pyrenees or whatever, it's San Silvestre, and it's a pity the weather's come in like this, because like an hour ago I was in Surrey with beautiful sunshine. It was actually hot, it was t-shirt weather. Got my laundry done, and that hour doing laundry probably contributed to this being as it is, because I believe up here I could see from down below from the road that it was beautiful and sunny up above, but all this weather's coming in from Spain, so I don't know if that's an electric fence or what, to keep cattle outside, keep the Spanish cattle in Spain. This is the border. Jump over there, you're in Spain, here you're in France. The point where I cross is a 5-minute walk up that way, but you know, given the way the weather is, I think I'll just head back to the van. They have a mandatory stopping point for vehicles about a kilometre down the road. Only pre-approved vehicles can actually drive up the Pyrenees. There's no point in going up to it anyway. It's 40 minutes to an hour's walk away, and the view will be the same. Actually, be less of a view. There won't even be any trees up there. It's kind of above the tree line. So head back down through the forest to the van and find a nice park up for the night. I don't think I'll stay where I am. It's kind of unlevel, and there's a bit of standing water on the road, and it will freeze over tonight. So if that happens, I'll be stuck here till midday, 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock, until it unfreezes. So yeah, back down this way, I think. Yeah, you can see this is part of the GR5. So yeah, when I crossed over from Spain into France, this is bringing me back. This is great. 15 years ago I walked down this very trail. I was a completely different person then, and where this path kind of joins the road, I can't remember whether the road was there 15 years ago. It must have been, because there was vehicles up the top. In my imagination, I thought there was tour buses, but there's no way buses would come up the road that I just came up. So yeah, I was walking on this trail for 2 days to get to Le Perthus. Camped out on the side of this mountain, listening to El Clasico on the radio. That's all I could get on my little wind-up radio that I had. But when I came and saw this, after spending like a week walking up from Figueres down on the way to Girona and Barcelona, I saw that road and I panicked. I wasn't ready for roads yet, but we took a look at the sign, 1,093 meters, and saw that path there. And about a day into that walk down that path, I came across an Italian guy walking in the opposite direction, and he'd actually walked from the Atlantic coast. I didn't know there was such a thing as the Trans-Pyrenees walk, and I always swore I'd do it one day, but I think I'm gone past the age where I'd be able for that. Well, never say never, you're only as old as you feel, but I'm enjoying the old van and getting around and doing my little project. So yeah, this is the road back down to the van. There's not much memory left in this camera. Yeah, a couple of minutes left, that's all. I'm gonna try and crank up the old MacBook and see if I can just transfer all the files I've shot in the last 9-10 days onto a hard drive. Ciao for now. To quote Jim Stobe, it's the darkest hour of the night, and I'm heading back up the mountain. Good morning from the top of Pyrenees. That's where we came from. That's France all down there. And I was able to drive up to an albergue about 5 kilometres that way, and then walk up this way. For the last bit I went down to the path and came up. here's the summit. That's like some Spanish aerial radio station. The border comes along there, kind of comes up, hooks here, so that's Spain, and that's Spain proper over there. Decided to do a little morning hike. I got up, probably got out of the van at 6:30. I get up here for like 25 past 7, half past 7. I thought I'd catch a nice sunrise, but it's not going to be bright for another, or well, it's brightish now, but it's not going to be no sunrise till 8:30. So I'll take you down to where I crossed into France 15 years ago. I walked up from Figueres, which is that over there, those lights there, walked through this national park, past the military base and up these mountains, past Castel de Requesens, and then came up over here. Take you back in a sec. Yeah, just head back down along the border fence. I thought it was this pile of rocks here where I crossed over, but I think it's actually the one up that hill over there. Yeah, so this is where I was 15 years ago. Left foot in Spain, right foot in France. Whoa! Jump. Won't be doing that again. They don't look like they're going to be slippery, but they bleeding are. Here, have a little seat in France for a second. Oh, actually, that rock's soaking wet. Yeah. I remember coming up here in 2010 and looking over the far side and going, oh my god, I have to walk all the way over there to Italy. It took me 67 days. I was much fitter back then. No sliding off slippery rocks. But yeah, this brings back a lot of memories. Castel de Requesens is somewhere down there. It's a lovely little castle. Oh, I think I can see it there. Probably can't make it out on the camera. It's down that way. That's a small little village. I think I passed through that as well. La Junquera is probably that there. Figueres, where the Dali Museum is there. Yeah, it'll be another couple of days walking along the Pyrenees to get to the Mediterranean. And I believe it's a 30-day walk if you do the Trans-Pyrenees. But won't be doing that. Yeah. It's pity, just kind of low cloud cover. Like, I could see the stars an hour ago. It was so crystal clear, and I thought this is going to be magnificent. Get up here, watch the sunrise, have a clear view of the snow on the Pyrenees. That ain't going to happen. Yeah, so I might just hang out here for a bit. Be careful on those fucking slippery rocks. And head back to the van after. Yeah, so according to my satellite tracker, the sun should come up just over there in about 8 minutes time. I've got 1 minute left of memory card. I deleted a lot of crap off it last night, and we might stick around. We might see a sunset. So there it is. There's just a tiny, tiny peak of sun coming up there now. I wonder if I could set this cam up to do time lapse with the 3 minutes of video I have left instead of just standing here holding this. Hopefully it warms me up. I sweat a lot coming up that mountain, and this jacket's not breathable. I know it's all cooling down, but yeah, that's stunning. Let me see if I can set up time lapse. So not quite what I expected, but anyway, there's literally only one place getting direct sunlight, and it's there. See if I can zoom in. Yeah, one beam of light. Don't know if the camera picks that up, but as far as sunrises go, you probably only walk up a mountain. You could count it on your one hand how many times you'd walk up a mountain to see a sunrise, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. But yeah, I like how that one beam is going over to that little village over there. France is still just kind of overcast. So yeah, time to head back down to the van.